Alright, hey guys, welcome back to Firefist channel, it's Kai. So today we are reviewing on set 75283, the Armored Assault Tank from LEGO Star Wars 2020. So this is part of the wave that covers on Clone Wars Season 7. It has 286 pieces, retails for $39.99 in USD, retails for $69.90 in Singapore, and has 4 minifigures which include Battle Droid, AAT Driver Battle Droid, Ahsoka Tano, and Ahsoka's Clone Trooper. So now let's go to the main review of the set. Alright, starting with our first two minifigures, we have the Battle Droid and the AAT Driver Battle Droid, which look completely identical to one another. So yeah, there's not much difference between them at all. So I'm just gonna review both of these minifigures together. So like all Battle Droids, the generic shape of which is kind of the same. The only difference in this Battle Droids is that it kind of has that Kashyyyk vibes to it. So I don't know, when I say Kashyyyk vibes, okay, I'm not that much of a Star Wars fan, meaning not the very eccentric kind, but I still have some knowledge of which. So this colors kind of remind me of, you know, Kashyyyk troopers sometimes. So I assume they are based somewhere according to those kind of environmental for this Battle Droids as well. So yeah, pretty nice with those kind of grayish green in color patterns and nice dark green for like the mouth of the Battle Droids as well. So that's pretty neat. Otherwise, if I turn to the back, the green also goes all the way to the back as well with no prints, obviously, because they're Battle Droids. They also come with the regular pistols as part of the accessory. And yeah, that's kind of it for these two minifigures. Now let's move on to the more important two minifigures. Alright, next minifigure we have over here is what they call in this box art, basically Ahsoka's Clone Trooper. But we know in actual facts that this is basically the 32nd company's Clone Trooper under Commander Rex and Commander Tano's command, with Commander Tano being second in command and Commander Rex being first in command, basically. So this was created right before. No, it was created specifically, I think, for the Siege of Mandalore arc in the Clone Wars Season 7. So this was right before the Battle of Utapau, I think. So yeah, this was where it occurred. And if you watch Season 7, basically you know the context of which, and the orange basically kind of represents Ahsoka's symbol, I guess, in a certain extent, since she came back to battle in the Clone Wars for a final arc before it all ended, and yeah, Anakin Skywalker became who we know as Darth Vader, etc. That's where the Fall of the Jedi came after. So yeah, so this is pretty memorable because this kind of acts as indicative of the end of Clone Wars and also the end of the show itself. So this is the 332nd Clone Trooper that is only available in this particular set, so it's pretty exclusive. Even more so than Fire and First Legion, because the Fire and First Legion battle pack has around I think 6 minifigures. So yeah, that's probably less exclusive than this, but that has more meaningful to which because of the MNR Productions influence on that set. But yeah, for this particular minifigure, as you can see over there on the helmet, it's very identifying of Ahsoka Tano, because it actually spots like this design that resembles Ahsoka Tano's, I guess, motto or something of that sort. A very distinctive helmet design, basically. So it's a company within the Legion of Fire and First Legion, obviously. That's why it has those blue in color design over there that's similar to those of the Fire and First Legion. And otherwise, if we look at the torso print, although it's similar to the Fire and First Legion, it's quite different from like the previous time they actually made the Fire and First Legion back in 2011, I think, in that Headhunter set that I have, because this is much more deepened art in terms of coloring and just more detailed in terms of appearance. If I move to the back, basically this has the normal utility belts and everything that Clone Trooper has. The only really important part and unique part of this is really the helmet, which looks extremely nice. I really like the orange color and the details on it. And then if I look at this particular Clone Trooper face, although it has kind of similar face expression to the last Clone Trooper, it's more accurate now because they made it into a more tan and closer to the one that's shown in the actual show, so the coloration of the face is much more similar to the show itself. And yeah, that's kind of it for this minifigure. Now let's move on to Ahsoka Tano. So for Ahsoka Tano, as you can see over here, she is basically magnificent, because I always wondered Ahsoka Tano minifigure and I regret not buying it back in LEGO Rebels when it was cheaper, until it shot up in price when Season 7 came. So I'm glad to finally got this set and yeah, get this minifigure. I'm not sure whether it's my own thinking about this, because okay, they also give an extra piece for the lightsaber. It might be a psychological thing, but I feel that it's much more sparkly and well designed as compared to the last time I had a lightsaber, which was, well, it's been a while since I buy any sets which had Lego Jedi. So yeah, but I feel that they did something with like the coloration of the lightsabers to make it look much more brighter in appearance as compared to previously. So that's why like her lightsaber now looks much better than other Jedi lightsabers I gotten before. So as you can see, they give us a straw lightsaber, so that's pretty neat. So looking at Ahsoka Tano, her top hair piece over here is actually exactly identical to the one given in Rebels, so that's not really unique in terms of which, but I really like the printings on this, although it's rubbery. So this is basically the appearance from Rebels, and it's kind of not accurate to a certain extent, but it still works for this particular minifigure, just that it makes this minifigure much more mature than she's supposed to be, I guess. Otherwise, her torso print is accurate towards the Season 7 of the show, same with her leg prints. Oh shit. Yeah. So, well, I'm very happy with this minifigure, first of all, because if I brighten this up, basically you can see over here that all her appearance is very detailed, and just her torso prints and leg prints are very nice in appearance, with all those colorations, details on like her costume during the show. All in all, very nice, and I think she got Mandalorian armor during this particular arc. That's why this somehow kind of is identical to its Mandalorian armor as well, so that's pretty neat. And then if I turn to the back, of course she has a secondary face expression with her. It has more of a smile rather than the angry one in front. So even at the back torso prints are very neat and identical to the show, so I really like the accuracy for this. So thank you for LEGO for making this particular minifigure awesome, and I will keep it and cherish it throughout my, well, hopefully my life, because I'm gonna keep this for a very long time. Yeah, that's kind of it for this minifigures. Now let's go on to the main review of the set. Alright, now for the main review of like the main build of this set, the AAT provided. From what I know, the design of this is very different from the previous year's one, although I never owned the previous year AAT designs before. But I think there's a lot of new designs and just new kind of building methods for this particular set from what I've seen from previous reviews of other YouTubers. So yeah, so I'm guessing this is a very different kind of method of building as compared to previous years. So looking at this set, it's very nice in terms of appearance. First of all, it works as an AAT tank, and because of this kind of round studs beneath, it allows the tank to move at a very smooth rate that resembles the kind of the actual tank, I guess. So yeah, it's very flexible and just very nice to play around with, so it has good play features in terms of which. Otherwise, this is also like the spinning of this blaster piece is also very flexible. You can actually turn it 360 and even flip this up and down whichever way you want to. So that's pretty neat. I really like the design of this extended kind of blaster as well. It's made out of a lot of those Technic studs and works well in appearance. And just looking at the camera, don't you just feel that it's about to blast you in the face or something of that sort. So you can even put like something like this to represent like there's kind of a beam blasting out the blaster piece. So that's pretty neat. anyways, just looking at this, these parts can move as well, so the flexibility is really well represented. And you can actually put 2 different minifigures in this particular set. So as you can see, there's one over there, basically a droid, and then there's another one over here, which is another droid minifigure. So you can actually put minifigures in here as well. Otherwise, there is one problem with this set, which is that it's kind of hard to fit minifigures into each of the seats. As you can see over here, basically the droid is kind of smashed in by me because it was really hard to actually fit it into the hole over here. So I think this was meant to actually hold only regular minifigures instead of like minifigures such as droids, which is kind of taller than regular minifigures. So yeah, that's pretty funny because AATs are usually used by droids or the separatist army. So yeah, but it's pretty nice, I guess, in terms of which, because they managed to put a cockpit, 2 cockpits inside this particular build without much trouble and with the limited amount of pieces that they use for this set. And one more thing is that I really like the usage of prints like this. I wasn't expecting any prints to be really in this set other than on the minifigures, because it's just not necessary, but LEGO kind of provided with nice prints for this particular kind of, you know, designs for the machines and like just the controls that they have for the AAT. So all of this are actually prints provided for this set, and it's actually different modems inside the AAT itself. So those are 2 unique prints that they provided, and there's only 2 actual stickers in this particular set, which is the logo of the, I think, separatist army probably in this particular set. Correct me if I'm wrong, I don't remember the separatist army symbol anymore, but I'm guessing that's that. So yeah, this set is unique, I would say, and it's very special in my heart, and also special in certain ways because it's just very aesthetically appealing, and the minifigures are really the plus points in this set that provides you with those minifigures that you remember for a lifetime on the ending of this particular show, especially Ahsoka Tano and her trooper over there. So yeah, so I would say that the plus points really go to the minifigures of the set, but like the build in general, it's not bad. And otherwise, for kind of an explosive play feature, I guess, there's even a part whereby you can shoot out those stud shooters in front, if you can see. So basically, there's a mechanism over here, these 2 mechanisms. You basically push it up and then it will technically shoot out, I think. Just give me a moment, I think. Okay. So watch as I shoot it outwards. Oh wow. So this are, for safety reasons, kids should not play with this. So parents might want to hide it from them when they actually build this up, because yeah, they might hit someone in the face or something like that. So that's not really safe. But for, I guess, as play features for older children that know safety in general, yeah, it's a pretty nice play feature to play with, especially for LEGO Star Wars, I guess, if they want to blast like those minifigures out of the way or something of that sort. So yeah, I quite like this play feature that they gave us. It wasn't really necessary, but I guess it's nice to give and nice to provide with. And as you can see, some of these pieces over here can be quite flimsy, like this blaster pieces over here. They really are just connected slightly by these studs over here. So that's kind of not really nice, but with the minifigures and the general aesthetic and build, I guess it's possible in terms of its functionality and appearance. And therefore, I shall rate this a B+, in terms of which, as it kind of signifies the end of the Clone Wars, and it's a nice set to end off the season with. So yeah, nice appearance, nice minifigures, functionality is okay, a bit flimsy, a B+. And that kind of ends my review. Ninja never quit. See you on the next adventure. I hope you've been enjoying my videos. Bye guys.